Well, you
Last
don't
one,
like
Johnny. Let's
knockouts,
have a
but
look
yeah,
at Division 4 then.
that's the last one. So we have the Rhino Cardinals,
Oh, would that?
193.88 against Blue. We're in the Dwarfie Stane. We're
Yeah,
in the
no.
fourth division.
What I was going to say, would I be right in saying that anyone relegation from Division 4 moves you to the other conference, or is that am I making that up?
No, you just stay in Division 4. I
You just
was
stay in
toying with
Division
that
4, right?
idea
Cool.
actually. Yeah, you could
Yeah,
toy
bottom
with the
two
bottom
split.
two swapping conference.
Yeah.
Maybe not a bad
But
idea
yeah, if
actually.
you've not done it, you've not done it.
Yeah.
I thought we had talked about it. I wasn't sure if it was active or not. So carry on, Johnny.
Well, I
Sorry.
think I
So
talked about the promotions like two going over conference instead of just going up, but that was probably a bit too complicated for everybody to figure out. So we've got Rainy Cardinals 193.88 against the Bluetooth Texas 170.36. The Gloucesterville Pack 184.68 against the Not Cold Knockouts 193.88. That's their first game in the league, so it's nice to start off winning. You got the
oh,
Manchester
start off
Spinners
there. That's great.
181.05 against the Lagersville Lemons. Uh, yeah, Lager Lemons 212.58. Then you got the Birmingham Bears, another new team this year, 198.47 against the Richmond Red 168.16. The Cork Red Army
Teams that are winning.
170.57 and against 133.323 Plymouth Assassins. The Fullwood Patriots 215.41 against the Bangham Sharks 197.44. So
You know what I was going to say
the
about this
Birmingham
one, Johnny?
well the Birmingham
Yeah,
Bears
what I was going to
as dad plays in Division Two.
say. Oh
So
yeah, yeah. You said that there was a laddie coming in from. It's you need to get there and get playing him. You know that's what Aaron doesn't care about anything else but getting into want to beat me. But we'll see. But what I was going to say about this league is outside of Plymouth Assassins kind of ruined it a little bit, but there's a lot of very even scoring here. You know, this is the most even scoring division that I've seen. Everyone around 108, 170, 200 mark, you know, not many over it, not many under it. Very even
yeah,
scoring league division, this one in week one.
I think this is probably the
So let's
hardest
check out
draft
the
board
newbies
as
then.
well to pick a winner from. Who you gonna look for?
Let's check out
Look at Sean.
let's check out the two newbies. Let's check out the two newbies. Let's see
So the
Birmingham
Birmingham
Bears first.
Bears.
Let's start there.
So Jack
So
goes to
nice
college
win,
or uni. So he
198
goes
points, nearly hitting 200.
Jackson, Kamara, Walker, Watson normally do better. Allen, McLaren, Kelsey, Laporta, Samuel, Myers, Bobby Wagner, Levante David.
Yeah, I mean
Like he had a couple that
that's a
used to
decent
do
squad,
better.
you know. Again, you're looking. I mean, I wouldn't worry about McLaurin because he is going to be the main man for Daniels, and Daniels is only going to get better as the season goes on. So I definitely don't think it's time to start worrying about Terry McLaurin yet. For me,
Oh God, no.
he's an auto
He always
start
gets
week in
his.
week out.
He'll get the ball. It's the first game. You know what I mean? So
Keenan Allen's a
uh,
worry for me there in that sense that I just think he's the one that's going to lose out. But if Rome's hurt, then maybe not. And let's
well,
go and
that's he'll
see
be the
the
number
other
two now.
newbies.
So the not cold knockouts. So they got 193 points. They have Richardson, Henry, who'll do better. Aaron Jones, Tyreek Hill, Drake London might do better. Evans always is good. Frymouth will be Christian Kirk. I'm not sure if Thomas is going to be that good. That Kirk might get too much. Mostert should get more. Zerline will usually get more than one extra point. They're obviously going for
Yeah.
two all the time. Nick Bolton and Bernard 22.5.
Yeah, so I mean, there's not anything that Kirk. I get what you're saying about Kirk, and do you know what worries me about Kirk as well? See, when they're doing two receiver sets, they're going with Thomas and Gabe Davis. Kirk's more playing
Yeah.
in the slot now, and when they're going to receiver sets, he's not out there. That worries me about Kirk. But the catch that he did get, or one of the catches that he got, I remember seeing in the game was a big one. It was Lawrence in trouble, and he looked at Kirk, and I get the feeling that when Lawrence is in trouble, he goes to what he knows best, and that would be Christian Kirk. It's who he's played best with over the years. So
Mhm.
as much as I'd be a little bit worried about Kirk, it's a wait and see moment for me. But not kill knockouts, aside from that, they look very solid. Again, most start. You've got to think, if you were in on most start, there's no reason not to be because of that week one start. And if you are, then bring in Devin Singletary because and
And
he's
possibly
getting all the
Mason this week
touches.
if CMC's out. You could chuck in Mason again
Well, of course, Mason's an
if
auto
Fingers
start.
out. So
If GMC's out, Mason's an absolute auto start. But I think Devin
it
Singletary there,
suits the case.
is one that can easily be brought in as well because he's obviously the number one in New York. Tracy didn't look particularly decent. Gray didn't look particularly decent. So I think Singletary's going to see a lot of action. I think he's going to see Barkley type action, for New York this year. Whether that
Hopefully,
leads to anything or
well, it
not is
does
a
anything with it,
different
yeah.
question entirely. But yeah, I agree with Everett as well. That Henry's only going to get better as the season goes on. Henry said that, and everyone, he was barely on in the fourth quarter. He was barely on in the fourth quarter. They were chasing the game and they were throwing the ball, and Hill is the throwing back. That's just the way it is. Henry will get plenty of touches this season. You do not need to worry about his volume.
It was a good game as well on Friday. I enjoyed that game.